same rotation. What you guys been playing this week?
What have I been playing this week? That's a great question. I've been making my way through Halo 4, and boy, was I excited to get through my Halo games until Halo Infinite came out this November. But the best laid plans, I guess that's my theme of today. So I'm still really enjoying it. Definitely really enjoying my Halo 4. And like the rest of pretty much everybody we know, I've been playing Fall Guys with my family as well, too.
Okay.
So that's been a lot of fun.
Okay. Any wins?
Oh, no, definitely not. Definitely not.
Sorry to hear that.
But hey, you know what? I had fun. And
Okay.
They always
That's
told
good.
me growing up that's what matters, as long as I had
All that
fun,
matters.
right?
Yeah. Oh boy. Anything else? Or that's it?
I've been trying to go through my Steam catalog, a bunch of indie games I have sitting on there. I beat Virginia at the beginning of this week, which was like a quick 2 hour kind of walkabout experience. I really enjoyed it. I did. I enjoyed it.
All right. Cool. I have never heard of Virginia. What's it about?
It's interesting. It's almost like an episode of True Detective, except nobody talks. It takes place in 1992. Can you guess where it takes place?
Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Detectives.
Here I was going to say I have no
You guys are going to love it. Bunch of detectives in here. But interestingly, what's kind of cool and polarizing, I suppose, is there's no dialogue whatsoever. So it's all environmental storytelling. I recommend it. You can probably find it for super cheap on pretty much every platform. It's definitely different. Yeah, it's only a 2 hour investment. So that's the, low cost entry.
All right. I'll check it out.
I second that. I have played Virginia. It's a good game.
Nice, man. Very cool.
Ryan, what about you? What have you been playing this weekend? Well, this week.
Let's see here. What have I been playing? I've definitely been on that Fall Guys grind. God, that game's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Any wins?
I was not expecting to have that much fun with that game.
It's so good.
It's just fun. It just makes you smile.
It really does.
Until the seesaws
any
hit.
wins? Oh yeah.
I got one win. One win in November.
Okay, I'll take it. One win.
I always mess up
anything
on the team one. That's one that seems to always give me the soccer game. And
really?
let's see, what else have I been playing here? I jumped into Hyperscape 2 nights ago, keeping with the Battle Royale theme.
Okay.
That's a Ubisoft's Battle Royale. It's
Still
fun. Yeah, I was like, it's free to play on PS4 now. We'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's see, what else I've been playing through. Just grinding out for that platinum in Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, God.
Just going for that
Are you
game.
close?
Getting there, about three-fourths of the way.
Okay. Well, that's good. All right.
Yeah.
Nick, what have you been playing?
Well, the last time I was on this show, I have platinum all three: Last of Us Part 2, Persona 5 Royale, and Ghost of Tsushima.
Wow.
Oh, pat myself on the back for that.
That's pretty good.
After all that, I mean, just like everybody else you hear online, just they want something more fun after those dark experiences. So I did pick up Ratchet and Clank for the first time, and I beat it. I'm not gonna platinum that game. It was good. It was fun. I had fun, and just like what Jeremy said, that's all that matters. And like everybody else, Fall Guys, I have gone 2 wins.
Okay.
I don't count those 2 wins because I do want to win on the, what's that mountain one called? When you're going up,
the last one where you're reaching for the crown.
Right. I haven't won that one, and I consider if you win that one, then that's an actual win. I've won with when you're running around with the tail.
Okay.
That's the one. I won both of those, and then I've started Days Gone, which I'm having a lot of fun.
Okay. How far are you into Days Gone?
Woo! Maybe like 5-6 hours.
Okay.
It's a fun game. I'm having fun.
All right.
That's all that matters.
Studio made that game.
Bend. Sony Bend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember.
It's actually a pretty good game. I had it, and then my cousin wanted to try it, and I just gave it to him because he was having a hell of a time with it.
It's weird. Back on that, it's weird because when it first came out, I did rent it, and I don't know why. I wasn't into it, so I just returned it. But then I picked it up. It was on sale for like $20, like a few weeks ago.
Yep.
And me being a big Sons of Anarchy fan, I just dove back in, and I'm starting to like it a lot. And I've been reading online that the story and the game itself just gets better as you go further in, and I agree with that. It just keeps getting better. The story gets more interesting.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the game where the lead actor actually passed away?
No.
After doing it? Did I read that?
No, he's very much alive.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was reading some article. I thought it was Days Gone. I'm gonna look that up.
Sam Woodward. He's very much alive. At least Greg Miller says so.
I had heard that Days Gone was actually fun. I know it got like very mixed reviews after, but I was always definitely curious. And Nick, I think you reignited my interest, so I'll look into that.
Yeah, it should be on sale. I mean, if not on sale, it should be pretty cheap. So yeah,
I bought it for I think like $20 last Black Friday, and it's just been sitting in cellophane on my shelf, waiting for that day I get to it.
I think I have it here somewhere, but I'll pull it out this week.
Let's see. Days Gone protagonist is Deacon St. John. The Felipe, I'm gonna murder this name. I'm sorry, guys. Felipe Duarte, the Portuguese acting talent behind Deacon St. John, has passed away at age 46.
Oh yeah, I guess that's Portuguese VO.
I did
Booker's
read that.
VO.
Portuguese VO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Booker, like, oh.
No. Portuguese VO. The guy who played.
Sad. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Crazy.
Did he say how he passed?
Now I gotta open up the article again, Nick. Come on, man. Kill me.
Well, while you do that, let me go over what I've been playing. This week has mostly been about Fall Guys, trying to get those fucking wins. And gentlemen, I got 2 wins.
Did you win by the mountain?
I won one by the mountain. No, yeah, both of them were by the mountain. I was very impressed with myself. Yeah.
Nicely done.
Did you find out what he did?
I did. It was a heart attack.
Ooh.
Heart attack. 46 too. Young. Sad.
Very
young.
Sorry to hear that. Other than that, I've been trying to go back into Ghost of Tsushima, clearing that fucking map, and it's just draining the shit out of me. It's really draining. I'm in Act 2, like I just started Act 2, and I'm just trying to clear the map, and every time I finish clearing something up, it just pops something else just pops. It's driving me nuts.
It's a Ubisoft syndrome, That's what I always
pretty
call
much,
that.
Yeah.
If you are getting tired of doing that, I do recommend just going through the story, because at the very end, everything just clears up.
Oh, okay, good. All right.
It just everything clears up. Everything pops up. You can just easily just do that if you want to go that way.
Yeah. No, I'll probably do that because usually with a game like that, I usually just try to clear the map as I go. But if you're saying it clears up at the end, I'll just do that.
Yeah, everything just clears up. It does it for you.
Okay. What game are we excited for?
Wait, time out. Reverse. I take that back. I think you have to liberate all the camps.
Yeah, I do that.
I think that's what. Yeah, I think that's what clears up the map. Not the story. Not the story. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. It is. It's the map. That's how you get it.
Okay. All right. What games are we excited for that are coming out soon and not in development hell?
I mean, define soon, right?
Well, I would say within the next year.
Within the next year.
Yes.
I mean, I'll knock the softballs out of the park. That I'm sure is going to be a lot of people's answer. But Cyberpunk, of course, we're all super excited, looking forward to, and Halo Infinite as well. I'm still looking forward to. I actually give both of those studios a lot of credit because I know it's super disappointing, but I would always rather, and I think any decent human agrees, as much as we love video games, I would always rather see a team take their time and not try to force crunch or unhealthy situations on them. And also, just make it so that we have the best version possible to come out. I'll wait. I can wait. So I'm excited for those games to get here when they get here.
So I'm very excited for both of those, and I'm glad you brought that up. because Halo is probably going to be one of the minor topics that we talk about when we come to Xbox.
You see my shirt? Look what I did. Xbox One.
Introducing. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh no, and I'll take your condolences. That was, yeah, rough waters. That was a rough go of it. But I owned every system for better or for worse. So there's part of my proof.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Xbox. Well, Halo specifically later on. But I'm excited for Cyberpunk. I saw the Night City Wire that they put out this week, which was pretty interesting to say the least. It was a weird way that they showed it off, like the 3 different types of, I guess, like backgrounds you can use in the game. Which that sounded pretty cool.
Points.
Yeah,
Nomad.
all those sounded pretty good. I might be doing Nomad too.
I'm going Street Rat.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I heard somebody doing Corpo the other day, and I was like, "Oh God, I really don't want to be your friend anymore." Really? God damn it, Jerry!
I am like apparently King Contrarian, which is always a lot of fun, I guess. But when I see something that different that stands out, like especially if like a game being like in a corporate world, it's a cool story. I think if I'm writing that movie, which nobody would pay me money to do, but if I was writing that movie, how cool would it be to have this guy be like a former corporate guy who's finally like had enough and is disenfranchised with the whole system, understands the system, and now wants to take it out from the inside,
Man, you just told me.
That's just me. That's
I
how
might
my
do that now.
brain works,
Yeah.
I feel like what I'm gonna do is just start. Just do 3 playthroughs.
That's the real answer, right?
Yeah.
It
So I
is. It
definitely
really is.
started with Nomad. Yeah.
Do you
Just to
guys-
see how everything connects.
Do you guys feel like we're getting too much information about the game, or is that even possible?
I do.
Yeah,
I don't.
Like,
Nah.
I don't think we needed the music part of the Night City Wire. It was pretty cool of them to do, but I feel like it just could have been. There's no reason for them to do 2 episodes of this Night City Wire. I could have just
Right.
done 1.
right.
Like, and mash them all together.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Well, I disagree.
Okay.
I think the first episode was kind of boring, kind of a miss. The second one was amazing. It got me even more hyped. The gun trailer went with all the weapons. Oh man. Oof.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm also here with Nick on this side. I've been into the extra added things into the universe they've been showing through the Night City Wire, like the making of an anime with Studio Trigger, or going into how the music was made for the band Samurai and how that Swedish punk band became them. I think that stuff's really cool.
that is cool. And I guess in theory, a lot of us have more time than ever, to watch it. So I guess that's a very good point.
It's driving me nuts.
Yeah, I'm just stalled for content at this point.
I really hate Summer Games Fest, and it's just driving me nuts. I miss the 3.
Me too.
I miss the week of just straight out video game news.
Yep.
It just feels like it's being dragged out just for the fun of it, and it's not fun anymore.
Let Keeley be.
By all means, Keeley can do whatever he wants, but I just feel like everybody needs to get on the same page. Oh, hey, Xbox, you're doing one this week. Okay, so we got next week. Ubisoft, you're doing one today, so we got it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just getting to be too much.
It's hard to keep. I mean, again, I guess some of us at least have more time than we used to, so we can at least donate more time to keeping track of it. But it is hard to keep track of, at the very least. Certainly, like what news is going to break when, and like you just said perfectly, like 1 week it's this thing. Sometimes we have 2 big things in a week, sometimes more. It can be a lot.
I miss the days where I can tell my boss, "Hey, I'm taking off this week in June," and
I'm not the only one that does that. I'm not the only one that does that. I'm glad to.
Yeah, no. I would love to do that, but now
I'm confident everybody here has done that at some point in their lives, and will do that at some point in their lives.
If it comes back, I hope next year.
I really hope so. And if it's all digital, that's even better. So just like coordinate.
Right,
Yeah. No, that's fair. I agree with that.
Nick, what game are you excited for? That's coming out this year.
Surprisingly, I'm excited for Mafia, the remake.
Okay.
That one should be coming out. I think it was October. I think I delayed it into October, or late September, something like that. And after I'm done with Days Gone, I do plan on going back to replaying Part 2 and Part 3 before that one comes out.
Yeah.
And then what else? It's like everybody else, Cyberpunk. I'm actually excited for Watch Dogs. I'm skipping Assassin's Creed or waiting for that to go on sale because those games they're big. That's big.
Now, can I ask why you're excited for Watch Dogs?
It looks fun. It just looks fun. It looks silly and fun. Just the whole.
I got a hot take that you're gonna like. That was the best part of the Ubisoft showcase, the Ubisoft Forward that they did. Even better than Far Cry. I'm more excited for that Watch Dogs game based on that trailer and just the concept alone because it's so different and so unique.
I would have to agree with you, but the only point or the only reason is because Far Cry is so much later out, but Watch Dogs is right around the corner. So
true, that's true too.
I'm very excited for Far Cry 5 or 6. Sorry,
6. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. It does look good.
Nick, I don't know if you heard, but there's some breaking news. It appears that Rainbow Six Siege has a new character.
Is it Banana Man?
Unfortunately, it's not. It's
what all the kids are playing.
It can't be Sam Fisher, can it?
It's some random Joe Schmo named Sam Fisher.
No way.
There's no way he has his goggles and it does not look anything like his character, does it?
From what I've seen, he has no goggles whatsoever, and he does not look like anything I've seen before.
Well, as long as he doesn't have long hair, a trench coat, and a rifle, I'm fine. What happened?
He has all that. It's weird that you knew.
Oh man, I'm so
so
disappointed in this. With the animated series being announced, I think by Netflix, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yeah, by Netflix.
And then the mobile game that was announced last year, but had a trailer during that Ubisoft thing. And now this. So what could be next? A movie? That was already supposed to come out a long time ago with Tom Hardy. That never happened.
Oh,
so I'm hoping the next time they mention anything about Splinter Cell, it should be the game. But
do you think we're going to get a Splinter Cell game?
We have to get one.
Right.
We have to.
You keep saying we have to. We don't have to.
I've been saying that since 2016 or 17 when Walmart leaked all that crap about Rage 2 and Far Cry, whatever. It's going to happen. It's happening. This next Ubisoft stream that's happening whenever. I don't even think they announced the date for that. It'll come out.
Predict the date that Splinter Cell is coming out.
Summer next year.
Summer next year. Wow. How much do you want to put on this bet?
Not a lot.
I was gonna say $500.
Not a lot. I don't want to put anything on this bet.
How about we put $1?
Podcast.
Realistically, I would say announce this year during the next Ubisoft for next fall, but it gets delayed until 2022 spring.
Okay. All right, I can see that.
I'll double down on this one. I'm a gambling man.
Okay.
Put it announced at the Game Awards. Coming out fall 2021.
Whoa.
The following year.
Okay.
Could happen.
All right, you ready for mine?
October.
Here we go. Splinter Cell. Brand new Splinter Cell. Holiday this year.
Wow.
Damn.
Now to make things interesting with this big $500 bet that we have going. If they keep putting all these little nuggets out of all this Splinter Cell. So I agree with Nick. There has to be a game coming. Why else would they be doing this? There has to be. And I'm thinking that if they've been doing this to kind of make people remember, oh yeah, Splinter Cell, whatever happened to Splinter Cell, maybe, just maybe, there is a finished product already and they've been sitting on it. And maybe they're going to be able to release it, hopefully for this holiday season. Maybe.
As much as I love that theory, I don't think Ubisoft would do anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, fair. But a guy can.
But I would love for that to happen. I would love to see the debut trailer, and then at the end of the trailer, available now.
Can you imagine?
Shoot. I would cry. Happiness.
Good.
But I would also cry sadness if Michael Ironside isn't the voice. Which he isn't for Rainbow Six Siege, which is very interesting.
That
Is
is
gonna be
weird.
the voice for the show.
They haven't announced that.
Okay,
He better be.
let's hope so.
All right.
You threatened them. You heard him.
Dear Ubisoft, I am mad.
Get him.
Ryan, what is your what's
Am I excited for?
yeah, there you go.
Let's see here. Well, definitely Cyberpunk, like everyone. That's definitely the big one. Let's see here. What else have I really been excited for? Like Nick, I think Watch Dogs 2 looks like Watch Dogs 3 now looks great. Played
So fun.
the first one, and hated it. Of the second one, so hopefully the third one just as good as the second. Let's see here. What am I really excited for? You know what? I'm gonna throw out a weird one here. This is my personal taste in gaming, but Guilty Gear Strive. I'm a big fighting game guy.
Okay.
And that's just been something I've played since I was a kid. Always been like with me and my group of friends. That's kind of the games we play together. So definitely excited for that. The first fighting game for next generation. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Nice.
Good choice.
Yeah.
The game I am most excited for has to be Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2.
I thought it had to be close in time, not 3 years out.
Listen. Hear me out here.
Don't
If
break my heart.
Corona did not happen, I had a feeling that this game was going to come out. Boom. End of the year 2021.
That would
Now,
make
that would have made you very happy, you said?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. It's a great game, you know?
I love it. Love it.
Due to Corona, I think this game has been pushed back at least to 2023, which breaks my heart. The game I'm actually... What?
That's soon, huh? 2023 for Final Fantasy.
2023. Yeah, I mean they got the character designs and pretty much everything else you could possibly use.
Have they said how many ports they're going to try and make this thing?
No. Which excites me, but also infuriates me. Because there's so much that you can do in part 2 when you open out of Midgar. So I don't know if they're going to make it more story, more linear, as opposed to...
I'm just like...
Yeah, go ahead. Ryan?
I'm just... That's the thing that I keep thinking about whenever I think about Final Fantasy VII Remake is... How many games is this game going to be?
I'm saying right here it's going to be 5.
I hope it never ends, and I hope it outlives me.
That's the dream. That's the dream.
I beat Final Fantasy, even though I'm well in the age range to have beaten Final Fantasy VII, the original, when it came out. I just beat it for the first time when it was announced. So I beat it in like 2015 for the very first time. Beat 7 on Steam. I think I played it on, and then I waited, and I was like, oh yeah, it's finally out. I should play it. And I absolutely loved it. It blew me away. I think it was maybe, again, no game is for everybody, but having still semi-recently gone from the original 7 to this one, I mean, the love and care and attention that went into everything I thought was awesome, for sure.
It's an amazing game.
It was okay.
I stand by this. It is my game of the year until Cyberpunk, which I feel will steal that spot.
It is my game of the year for sure. There's Last of Us Part 2 almost beat it, but I was very excited for Final Fantasy VII, and I'm really glad it did not come out like shit.
Yeah, just that it exists and it's good. is like a miracle in itself.
Stick to what you know, Tetsuya Nomura. Take your time with part 2. I'm in no
Yep.
rush. You know, like, do what you got to do.
What I would say, I'll wait and wait and wait. Just give me the finished product.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the end of the pre-show. We're going to start. Let me just do some time codes. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Penultimate Conquest podcast, where we talk about everything to do with the video games industry. I'm your host, Ruben, and today with me I have Jeremy.
Hey, everybody.
Ryan.
Howdy.
And Nick.
¿Cómo estás?
Today's topic is the next generation for PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. We're going to start today's topic off with Xbox. Seeing how I think Jeremy is flaunting out his Xbox shirt. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys, but I don't think Xbox is off to a good start.
No, most certainly not. As much as full disclosure, I've owned every Xbox system. I'm part of the Xbox Ambassador program. All that being said, as it was, the fact that Series X is launching without its biggest franchise is without a doubt a shock and a problem. Everybody's heard me say it before. Take your time with these games. Take your time. Give me a finished product. Make sure that everybody making them is healthy and is not under crunch, is not under stress. I want that. But yeah, that's a serious problem. However, I would say in terms of the future of Xbox, I wouldn't be shocked, and this is another hot take from me, if this is the last full powered console we ever see from Microsoft. I think maybe not even the future, the present is Game Pass and it's streaming. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see where things go from here.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I do think that Microsoft won't go full console next time. Well, next generation. No, next generation. But they'll probably do like a streaming box like Amazon's done with the Fire Stick. Yep. Roku has the Roku Stick. You know, I think that is what they're aiming for with all these Xbox Game Pass subscription services. It's a smart ploy if they pull it out this year. Not this year, but this generation coming up. I truly believe that is their next move, I guess. And I'm curious to see how they're going to play that next move, if that makes sense.
Big time agree from me.
Yep.
It's Game Pass, I think, especially now with the upcoming full release of xCloud and the fact that you're going to be able to stream this, well, not anywhere, considering the whole Apple situation, but that you're going to be able to play Xbox games more so than ever in any location within reason, I think is going to be not even the future, but I think it's the present of gaming. I think they were very smart because I love video games in general. I'm not one of those console war people. I own every current gen system. There's no way, as much as I have been an Xbox loyalist for, since the beginning, there is no way that Xbox is winning a straight up fight with the PlayStation exclusives. It's just not going to happen. I would even go as far to say that PS4 has arguably one of the best lineups of video games of any console in history, period. I mean, that's just not going to happen. What I do like that they did is they changed the conversation. If they're not going to be able to go head to head with exclusives, leading into streaming, making it more accessible. Maybe we'll see TVs with a Game Pass built in with a free trial subscription to it already. I think changing the conversation and creating a whole new market, I think, is the smartest thing that they can do.
Yeah, I have to agree with everything you just said. It gets me excited for the future. Just to turn on my Samsung TV and see Xbox on the bottom of the cross media bar. I'm very excited for that.
It's cool, man. It's gonna be
Ryan,
cool.
What are your thoughts? Yeah.
On Xbox?
Yes.
I think that they are. I was actually kind of rooting for them after those past two, the prediction show and all that kind of stuff we did. And what do they call their showcase? Is it Game Showcase? Is what they call theirs?
Yep.
Yeah. After that, I was like, okay, this is looking good. I agree definitely with there's been too much hearing in the industry of crunch and all that. Losing Halo at the launches has dropped me from buying that console day one, definitely. Was that's going to be my Halo box? Yeah. But hopefully a cool collector's edition for Halo comes out. I don't know what you can do with that refrigerator-shaped box.
You turn it into a Master Chief helmet. That's what you do.
Oh,
really stretched out one.
Yeah.
And fashionable. I like that.
Or you put a little Cortana popping out, you know?
Oh, definitely. I think that is just devastating for them. I do think they need to do a press conference in September. By September, really hyping Games Pass. You need to get the public more on board with Game Pass. Once you get it, you love it. It's that step through the door. I see a lot of people, whenever you bring it up online and in Facebook groups or whatever, people are always very hesitant of Games Pass if they don't have it. Supporters are like, this is one of the best deals in gaming. Everyone else is like, I don't know. So I think they really just need to start doubling down on Games Pass and xCloud. This is what we got. We got thousands of games at launch on your machine for $15.99 a month, or whatever the price is for regular. I think $10.99.
Yeah.
And I think that will be the key to their success in the console race.
Now, here's the thing. They kind of already did that with the games showcase. And they started off with the best possible thing you could reach somebody in with, Halo. And it's not coming out until sometime 2021.
Yeah.
So how do you bring other people in?
I think you go to the classics. I think a lot of people have a very fondness for 360 games. I think the 360 is a very nostalgic now, which I hate saying that we are now nostalgic over the 360.
I'm old, guys. I was playing the 360 when I was like out of college already, man. That hurt me. That hurt me personally. But that's okay. Hang on.
That was in 7th grade, maybe.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I definitely think that is show that you're bringing just a bunch of 360 games to that console. Bring them all these kind of classic Xbox games when Xbox was the golden child to that box, to Games Pass. And then maybe start bringing xCloud out of beta. I think that'd be the next leap. Is just get that with the whole Apple deal now. I'm interested to see where they step with XPass, just because of how much of their player base were they planning on it being on an iPhone. Like, what is the percentage of iPhones to Android?
It was like,
You want to know the percentage?
Wasn't it 47%? I had read 47 or 51 or something like that. I think it was 47.
I remember a big number.
Give or take, yeah.
So wait, let me write this down. What are you actually asking? The percentage of Android users to iPhone users on the beta, or in general?
Yes.
In general, I think
In general, just for like what they were expecting for like when they were releasing it, like when somebody is going to like go download this, what phone will they be using, and will they be even able to download it now?
Well, I got here as of December 2018. A ranking shows that Android is at 54.2% market share in the US, and iOS is at 44.8%.
Those aren't good numbers for Microsoft.
No, they're not good numbers at all.
Who here has an iPhone versus an Android? Just out of curiosity.
I got an iPhone.
Are you guys all iPhone?
Ryan,
I have never owned an Apple product in my life.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Ryan.
I'm Google Pixel, but even just that, so we're split. 50-50, like you were saying, I think
Yeah.
that's a really good point you brought up, man. That is not that could be potentially catastrophic in terms of 50% of a consumer base. Yeah, definitely.
And it sucks because I was really hoping to try that, try xCloud when it came not out of beta, but like when they were done with testing to try all the games that I have on Xbox, playing it on my iPhone or playing it on my tablet. But now I can't. I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Nick, what do you
I
think?
Oh boy, what do I think? Well, just like Jeremy, I am also a loyal Xbox fan since day one. I've had the Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox X, and I was also looking forward to Series X. But with Halo being delayed, I'm actually, for the first time, not going to be getting one at launch. And I think I had told you, Ruben, in the chat, that I was actually just not going to get that, and I was going to go for the PS5 digital and get a Windows tablet for Game Pass, because I myself own an Apple phone, so I can't play Game Pass on my phone, which is unfortunate. So, man, what a big hit for Microsoft with Halo being delayed and no Game Pass on Apple. Those two things just hit back to back for them, and I feel so bad for them right now. I am still loyal to them. I am still going to support them whenever I can. So what needs to change right now is, just like what Ryan said, is double down on Game Pass. And the only thing I can think of that can have people excited is they already confirmed that the Xbox Series X is going to come out in November. And there's also a very highly anticipated game coming out in November as well. And I'm pretty sure they have a very good relationship. I'm talking about Cyberpunk. So if they somehow make a deal, which I wouldn't be surprised if they can't get that deal, is have Cyberpunk launch day one on Game Pass. So we'll see. That'll hit Game Pass out of the park for a lot of people, and it might even have them pick up the Series X on day one and get the upgraded Cyberpunk version for the Series X for free. Because I'm pretty sure with the console, it's going to come with a free Game Pass for a month or 2 months, whatever they throw in there. A little brochure. So, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Ryan did mention about 360 games coming to Game Pass. I don't think that'll get people wanting to buy a Series X just to play old games. I don't think that'll work. So I'm going to stick with hoping they get Cyberpunk on day one. And I don't know, man, just hoping maybe they'll announce their own. I'm so sorry about my cat.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
What is not to interrupt? Sorry, what is your cat's name?
That's Kitten, actually. Just Kitten.
Yeah, nice. I don't know if you can see, but I got one of mine here too. It's Marvin.
I saw him walking around a little while ago.
I saw his
Yeah.
my screen. Then I saw your.
You're cutting out.
You're cutting out. You're cutting out.
But-
Uh-oh.
And I was like-
Is it just Jeremy?
Yeah, it's just Jeremy.
Oh, man.
Let me.
He sounds like GLaDOS from Portal.
Carry on.
Oh, no.
Give me a sec. Hold on. Let me let him know.
Oh, I think he's back.
Hey,
Jeremy, you back? Yeah, you're
Yeah.
back. We
We
can hear
didn't
you.
hear anything you said.
You turned full GLaDOS on us right now.
oh, am I back? Woo. It was the cake is a lie.
First, we have not gotten to
It
that
was
stage.
yeah. I mean that's fine. You know, I figured that
Okay.
everybody had enough.
Back to the Game
hearing me
Pass.
talk. That usually
Like I was saying,
happens about 10 or 15
Cyberpunk day
minutes, and I just
one.
pull the plug.
Maybe
Yeah,
they'll
and
get
stuff.
that deal.
But
I mean, Microsoft is willing to spend so much money,
Let me
even
know.
cutting the console itself at a very low price and get a hit by that. So, I mean, like I said, also that they seem like they have a very good relationship with CD Projekt Red, with the whole series, the Xbox X console that came out a few months ago. So maybe they'll be able to get that. They haven't announced the date for the console, which I'm very shocked. The same thing for Sony, but they did double down on November.
Yeah.
They did right after the Halo delay. They did double down on November, saying it's still coming out. Which I'm that alone, I'm shocked because I would just delay the console itself. But
Whenever Halo's ready, right?
November 19th is the launch of Cyberpunk, which is on a Thursday, which is very strange. So I can see Xbox Series X launching November 20th, 11/20,
Wow.
Friday,
Okay.
with
Now-
day one Cyberpunk.
Okay. All right.
Feels right to me. That date just feels right to me for a console launch.
And
You shall
I'm
see.
willing to bet money on that.
That
Yeah.
would be awesome.
A good amount.
How much are we talking here?
64.94. The price of a new game. In the state
Okay.
of Texas. I don't know how it is over there in the
Doing
other.
this, you know.
Nah, yeah, that sounds about right.
65, just even 65.
65. Yeah. Okay.
I have a cat.
Um,
I need to feed my cat. I'm sorry. I can't risk losing money.
Big spender. Round up to 65. I like it.
Now, I wanted to say two things. Number one,
Listen,
how does it feel to
I'm
be
right
on the
there
right
with you,
side of
man.
history? Buying a PlayStation 5 instead of a fucking Xbox Series X. On
Are you
launch
asking?
day.
Are you asking me directly?
I'm asking you directly, yeah.
I feel good.
Good.
I play PS4. I mean, obviously everybody knows they're exclusive. Last of Us, Uncharted, Spider-Man, everything that's they released. I feel good. I'm going all digital just because I can buy those games, and I surprisingly will not be disappointed in any of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's gonna be 300, maybe 400, the digital edition.
I say
But who knows?
450.
Who knows? 450.
We've already bet our price.
We've already done this. Yes, you're right. Yeah, go ahead.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. I think I've voiced my concerns about Xbox. They should have just delayed the console up until whenever Halo's ready, because that game has been in development, from what I can tell, at least since June 2015. That's what I've gathered. My info from Wikipedia says June 2015.
Some good journalism. Some good
Well,
investigation.
hey, I never said I was a journalist. Never said I was a journalist.
But what I do want to mention is the fact that people are saying they delayed the game because of the whole Craig situation, the brute that everybody's making fun of. I read or heard, I forgot how I found out, but it looked like they were considering delaying the game before the actual trailer came out. So why did they keep going and showing the trailer and announcing?
I believe that. I definitely believe that.
Release date, but didn't delay it. It's very strange, and I don't know what happened. I'm a little worried.
Yeah, me too.
How far back do you think it goes?
Wishful thinking, maybe, you know?
I don't know.
I have a poster
17,
behind me.
I
I can tell you.
Well, we haven't had. When did Halo 5 come out? I can look that up, actually. Oh, I love that. 2016.
Yes.
Yeah, 2016.
Oh, 2016?
Yeah.
4 years. 4.5 years.
Maybe that long? Right? So, yeah.
What probably also happened is
right.
not a lot of people like
considering what we've heard of
from
the
Part
scope
5. And I'm pretty sure when they're in development for Part 5, they more than likely were starting progress in Part 6, the story-wise. So I'm sure when they got that feedback from the fans, I'm pretty sure they had to go back and scrub stuff out, patch stuff in, rewrite lines, rewrite characters.
Oh, from the trailers they put out, it looks like they're just like, Part 5 didn't happen. We don't know what Part 5 is.
Very strange. Yeah. And then the whole the soft reboot that they're going for, trying to get the vibes from the original Halo game. Very strange. So we'll see what happens. I'm still excited, but also I'm kind of worried. I'm not very excited like how I was before, but Game Pass, free.
I bet it launches with the Battle Royale now.
I hope not.
God, no.
Did they not confirm that it was no Battle Royale coming to it?
No, they confirmed that there was a battle royale, but it was coming
Oh.
later. Yeah, after the game launched.
Wasn't there?
Okay.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
don't.
I saw
I
about
don't
that or
understand
something,
what
yeah.
Microsoft was thinking. You throw your biggest title, you give it all the money that you can. Like 343 needs. Oh, we need a bunch of developers, like coders or whatever. You know, I don't really know much about game development, but you know, we need this and this. Microsoft should have been like, all right, cool. Let's see what we can do. Here's some money that you need. Whatever you need, we're here to give it to you. Just to make sure that this game launched with the Xbox Series X. And I'm worried that Xbox is following the same path that they did with the Xbox One launch. Yeah, unfortunately. I don't think that this game is coming out next year.
Wow.
Well, let me ask
Yeah.
you this. Let me ask you this. They said part of it too is because of COVID-19. Do you think that actually was a big part of the delay, or do you think by the time this happened,
Would
they
have
should have been
believed that
far enough along already
COVID-19
in the
played a major
process
part
where
in
it
it
wouldn't have mattered?
if they just said that in the press release. The press release said due to COVID-19 and other reasons. So I think yeah, if there was other
Right.
reasons,
Right. It
you
wasn't
should have
just
just
COVID.
left that out. Why put that in the press release? Just say that due to COVID-19, we can't put this game out this year.
I feel like that's a lie because Phil Spencer did do an interview with Ryan McCaffrey over there at IGN, and he did state that the COVID-19 did not affect any of the developments of any of the games or the launch of the system. Maybe he meant the launch of the system. So
He said games. I remember watching that. He doubled down on like
yeah,
games are coming.
and that's also the same interview where he mentioned about getting a loss of the price of the Xbox. He's willing to go so low where the company gets affected, and he said he got the approval from the CEO and the main guys on top that he can go ahead and do that. So
that's Microsoft's other huge advantage, other than Game Pass and streaming, right? Is they're this juggernaut of a company. I mean, I use Microsoft products for work. You know, I use Microsoft Teams and everything for work. They're such a juggernaut of a company that, yeah, you know, losing money is not a sound business process for sure. But they have a bankroll where they can take a hit initially if they think in the long run things are going to pan out. Why do they still have to release the Series X to do that? Maybe they're this far in already, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound, push it out. But, you know, I think, I really think that they can afford to lose the money. I'm not saying it's necessarily smart that they are, but I don't think they're going anywhere. I think it's definitely a huge setback with the loss of Infinite. I would love to see that Cyberpunk idea, day and date with Game Pass, is phenomenal. I love that. That was awesome. I think that would be incredible. I think what you do is you try to time the release of Halo Infinite with their rumored next system that we know we're getting, the all digital Lockhart, whatever its name ends up being. You say, hey, it's digital, it's got Halo Infinite, or it's got Game Pass day one. We already know it's going to be there anyway. Make this the Halo machine,
Here's the
and
thing
it's
with
cheaper.
Nick's idea with going with Cyberpunk all on Game Pass. That studio is going to make a shit ton of money, even if it's not on Game Pass. So I don't think Microsoft is going to do that, because if they wanted to, they could have gotten their own Avengers character. They chose not to. They were like, no, we're not going to do this.
no,
I think. Who said wow?
I said
Nick,
no.
Why?
I said no.
You said
That's
no?
because I mean Avengers. Nobody's excited for Avengers.
No, I get that, but I'm saying
Hot take.
I feel like I am also excited for Avengers. So
Oh,
shut your fucking mouth.
I am.
I played it. It feels like garbage.
Yeah, I am. I'm a big Marvel fanboy, big Destiny fanboy, big Ultimate Alliance fanboy. You
Is
know,
it going to be a
I smell what
good
they're cooking.
game?
It's up my
Probably
alley.
not, but I'm going to be here for it.
nah.
Gonna be the best 7 out of 10 I play all year.
Same.
Exactly.
Big same.
Now,
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfectly said.
Now, not even the Avengers talk, but they could have done their own Marvel like superhero game, and I think it's the same story. They don't want to do that because they don't want to like leave people out of the experience, which is great, but also bad for them at the same time. Great for us, bad for them. So I don't think. What's the studio behind Cyberpunk?
CD
Shit.
Projekt Red.
Projects. Yeah, CD Projekt Red. They're gonna make a shit
CD
ton of money, the same way they made a shit ton of money with The Witcher. That game still is probably, I think, still coming out for. Well, already came out for PS3, came out for PS4, and these, yeah, all these generation consoles. That's still making a shit ton of money. I don't think that CD Projekt Red is hurting for the money. So we'll see if that happens.
I'm still gonna stick with the whole Game Pass day and date. I can
Okay.
see that.
Alright.
I can see that happening. And I'm
Alright.
also, after the delay of the Halo, I mean, Microsoft is very, very, very desperate.
We shall see. This is the guy that's predicting that there's going to be another Splinter Cell
Sure.
game, so I don't really take anything that you say
Hey,
with a
man.
grain of
Hey,
salt.
hey.
Holiday this year, baby. Let's go. I want my $500.
Okay. I think that pretty much covers everything we have to talk about Microsoft. Anybody has anything else they want to say?
I wish them luck.
I wish them luck as well.
Yeah.
I'll say
Yeah,
one last thing.
yes.
The whole
Good
Game
luck.
Pass, the whole Netflix for gaming, that is the future, and I'm hoping they can be the first ones to lead the charge, and I'm sure they will be. So they have something going. They're gonna be okay.
I'm sorry, sir.
Here we go.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
Oh no, I was going to say I agree with that sentiment completely. I think they're already leaning into what isn't even the future for many of us, but the present in terms of streaming. And I think based on that and the bankroll that Microsoft has, they're going to be just fine. in the long
Now,
run.
I'm sorry, but you said they were the first people to come out with streaming?
Now, do not bring up Stadia. Do
Google
not bring up
Stadia,
Stadia.
baby. Google
No.
Stadia came out
No.
with the first. Yeah, it came.
That's a
It
joke.
came out first. First
No.
off, you're a joke, sir.
Whoa! Ouch!
I used the
I
free
kid.
trials.
Yeah, and that's
It is great if you want to play games from
I don't believe
2014.
that. That's
You know, it's
sorry.
a good service for that. It is cool. The technology is cool.
You're right. I've been wanting to play Destiny 2 at 20
But, yeah,
FPS
I mean,
my entire
on.
life.
just saying. There's something there. Okay, mark my words. In a year from today,
That's what they
Stadia
said
is
last
going to be
year.
the hot topic.
If Stadia could get on Apple products and xCloud
Even
can't,
still,
then I think
Just
you're
look at
definitely
that
onto something.
controller. Oh my god,
trash.
it's much better than.
I go grab my
Yeah.
Ouya for showing off sad consoles.
Oh my god.
Look at my
Okay,
PSP
all right.
Go. I'll be right back.
What's your favorite Stadia exclusive?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Is it Guilt?
I used the first 3 months and I haven't started it back up again.
Oh.
Yeah,
Same.
that's
Same.
pretty much
The
it.
free trial. Same here.
But that's a
exactly what
story
I
for
did.
another time.
Yep.
We're talking about Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. Next
Let's
one
go.
up is going to be Nintendo's next one up.
My
I'm
boys.
getting a little worried.
This
And
should be a short conversation.
Yeah.
Well, so
Go ahead, Jeremy.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing with Nintendo. I mean, one thing I've loved about them, and again, I go way back with Nintendo as well from the jump. I'm actually as old as the NES, and I had the NES when I was a kid, so they're very, very
No,
near
it's
and dear
look
to
of
my
surprise.
heart.
You
That
don't
look of
look like
horror
it.
on your face, Ruben. I appreciate that.
Uh,
Oh, I appreciate that. I
So
paid
much
a
did
wait,
lot
Microsoft
more for the
pay
show
you?
to say that.
What year is that? 91
Um,
or 89?
Oh, nothing.
What
Not
year
enough.
did it come out?
SNES.
Go ahead. 1985 in America.
Okay.
Finesse.
But as everybody tries to see how old I am, I'm 30. I'm 35. If you're wondering. So my point being, one thing that I love is that I feel like Nintendo has been so good about not necessarily it's available right now, but be like, hey, it'll be available next month. I feel like their windows for release, they work in silence a lot. And right now, with the success of the Switch, which is well earned, I love that system to death. Back when I was able to travel, I was traveling a lot. It was my airplane machine. It was my lay in bed machine. What they've done is kind of like what I was saying earlier about Microsoft creating a new market. I mean, Nintendo just took an existing market in terms of portable and just blew everything out of the water. I mean, they're kings of the mountain by a long shot with no competition. I think they're going to be fine no matter what. And yeah, it's quiet, but they also released Animal Crossing, which I mean is record-breaking, unbelievable, probably in conversation for Game of the Year, if you just want to look at it from an analytical standpoint. So I don't know if they have to say much, to be honest with you right now.
I just wish that they did, though. You can't lead your last Nintendo Direct with, hey, we're working on... No, actually, it wasn't the last one. It was the one before it that they said, hey, we have to restart development on Metroid Prime 4, but it's coming. Just show me something.
Yeah, I mean, you want things to be.
It doesn't even have to come out this year.
Sure.
Just give me
And I get
something.
that.
Hey, this is what's going on with development in Metroid Prime 4. We think that it's going to be so and so many years out. Here's Pikmin 4. That it's definitely not happening because we got a Pikmin 3 remaster. Here's any other game.
Yep. When do you guys think we see a new Metroid game?
Next
We
year.
see Prime.
Yeah. When do you guys think we actually see that game released? Is it
No.
sooner than we think?
March
I'm saying,
2022.
yeah, that's right, spot on. What I was gonna say.
If we're
Okay.
talking about Metroid Prime 4, I agree.
Yeah.
But if the rumored trilogy remake, I'm pretty sure that will be next year. I can see that early next year.
If they were smart, yeah.
That would be
Mhm.
awesome. That would be awesome.
Breath of the Wild 2. When do we think we're seeing that?
Sometime this year.
Holiday
Then
2022.
holiday
Time this
2021.
This year.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant like a trailer or some more
No,
information.
I meant the game.
the game.
release.
Okay. Next year, 2021,
Okay.
winter next year.
Next year.
Okay.
Holiday 21. Yeah. I could see that. I mean, that would be a dynamite holiday game. I mean, what? It's going to take over the conversation. you
Now,
know?
when do we see a Switch Pro? Because they have to be working on something.
I'm sure. I just don't see, and they're going to do it. I guess people will like it. I just don't get the appeal of a Switch
I want
Pro.
my games at 1080p.
For me.
Yeah, I want my games
Yeah,
pretty.
I guess just me with Nintendo games. Yeah, I love the art direction and the styles. It's one of the things I love about Nintendo games is I feel like I don't really lose, if I'm playing a first-party game at least, I feel like I don't lose that much playing portable versus my TV, just because of the art style is always so interesting and so involving, you
Yeah.
know? But, I mean, they're definitely going to have a Nintendo Switch Pro, without a doubt. I agree with you there,
I
for
want
sure.
Joy-Cons that don't drift. You
I think
give
we
me
all want
that,
that.
and I don't need a Switch Pro. You just release a new version of the Joy-Cons.
Release new
That'd be great.
Joy-Cons.
Yep.
Be fantastic.
Fair. Very fair. Yeah, I agree.
Is there anything else for Nintendo?
I got some stuff here.
Okay, what do you got?
Definitely think Nintendo is in a fine place right now, leading into this next gen console race. They have the best. They won the year basically just off Animal Crossing alone. As bad as
Game sales say
COVID
400%.
did everything, the Switch was the perfect console for the year we've had. Is that cozy little console that you can just lay in bed, mess around on your island, play Mario, play this good, fun, happy games. And because of that, it blew up this year. The sales have been through the roof. You still can't find them in stores. When they go up online,
You're
they
right.
sell
Yeah.
out in minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nintendo's seeing that and being like, we don't need to say jack all right now. We don't need to mess up, and we are running. We don't need to put some hurdles in front of us. Also, like what Jamie was saying, with them showing games and then them coming out 3 months later. I'm saying a September direct showing. I'm calling that Mario All Stars collection, that Mario collection everyone keeps talking about.
Yeah.
Shown in September, released in October. I think that's a perfect year for them. Animal Crossing, that, a couple little like Pikmin, the 3 Deluxe, and just a bunch of good indie games on their console and whatnot. I think they're fine. I say we see the next version of the Switch, which hopefully doesn't have a terrible name, like the new Nintendo 3DS, the Nintendo 3DS XL. God, they were not good at naming that console.
What about the Nintendo Switch U? Would you like that?
No. Boo.
As someone who-
Boo.
I see your shirt, and I bought a Wii U day one.
Oh,
I'm
you
a
gotta
Wii
wear
U
it.
apologist.
Next time we're on together, you have to wear that, and I'll wear this, and we'll have a good cry, you and me.
I do have a Wii U. But I definitely think they've learned from the Wii U. They see what they need to do, and I think short windows in between announcing and release is great. Give us the big reveals at E3. We need those. Nintendo brings the hype. But for with release, show the game one more time, then say it's coming in 3 to 6 months. And I think they'll just be fine. That's really where I see Nintendo at.
I have one question for you.
Yeah.
I know they've said it's definitely not going to happen, but do you think that they'll do a virtual console on the Switch?
Every day I pray to the great leaders of Nintendo that I get my virtual console back on the Switch.
Remember that Mega Man Battle Network?
I have for the Switch. It fixed the
Yeah.
freaking marketplace. Just trying to find a game on that thing is hell.
I'm
I spent
surprised.
20 minutes trying to download Min Min for Smash Bros.
I think
It
if
just needs to be better.
we didn't already have games already in there with NES on, or excuse me, with just NES and Super NES online, I think we would have seen a virtual console already.
I just
We
don't get
could
why
play
they
games-
didn't do it.
I have thoughts.
Say it again, Rick. Give me
We
a
I
second.
think it's just
Were we able to play Game Boy Advance games on the Wii U.
Yeah.
And
think so.
I think
Uh,
some
Jeremy said
N64 games.
Maybe we get that. This year. Maybe holiday we get N64 with Nintendo Online.
I wish.
I don't know about N64. I could see Game Boy Advance,
We'll
which
see.
I'd even
Little
accept. I love the Game Boy Advance.
Nick, what are your thoughts?
I have very interesting thoughts about Nintendo. I mean, yeah, what you guys are saying, the console is selling out very fast online, and everybody and their mother literally is playing Animal Crossing, but it's just the hype. Everybody's seeing everybody else play it online. Celebrities, Brie Larson, Selena Gomez, everybody's playing it, and
Gary
and
Whitta.
Gary Whitta. They T-Pain. I mean, I can keep going and going and going. The celebrity list, and they're influencing their following to pick it up. Like, oh, this is a cute game. Let me try it out. Let me play it. So a lot of people who don't normally own consoles or play video games are buying these consoles, and that's one game. And I say that because this whole Nintendo conversation that we're having right now, nobody has once mentioned Paper Mario, which came out a few weeks ago.
Gotcha.
Did you try to?
Yeah,
No,
when you were talking about the year he had.
I was going to bring it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I mean, that alone.
In passing. Just in passing. It wasn't a point, but yeah.
I didn't see anybody talk about that game online. Nobody on Twitter's. I mean, everybody's saying it's fine, it's okay. But the other thing with Animal Crossing, I think they did state that 20 million units sold or something very high like that. But I'm very
Think so,
interested
yeah.
in. I'm very interested in like the daily users. I don't know if they track that. I'm sure they do. I'm very interested in that because I know a lot of people dropped off, me including. I stopped
I had
playing.
over 400
Same.
hours of Animal Crossing.
And I also say this because I do have experience. I have a fiance who's a non-gamer, and she herself picked up a Switch and Animal Crossing for the same exact reason, and she fell off after a month, so she hasn't touched it at all after that.
I hit the credits in that game, and I never went back. So I definitely agree with your assessment there, man.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Now, I have a feeling this might be something I probably shouldn't say, but I'm going to say it anyway because why not?
Oops.
Fuck not. Why do you think? Well, not why. Do you think that Nintendo is purposely holding back on shipping those Switches?
Oh,
Just
100%.
so the fever. No?
I mean,
As
I just-
someone
I don't-
who
I
waited
don't
outside. I'll let Jamie go.
oh no. I apologize. I just can't imagine a major company who's doing well, making such a dangerous, unethical move. That if one person leaked out that they were deliberately holding back system, destroys all of the goodwill they've made this year and the years before. It's just, aside from being, I think, unethical, I think it's just foolish. It's an unnecessary risk. It would sound like to me.
I mean, but it sounds.
Nintendo has been doing that
Okay.
for decades, literal decades since the Wii. Nintendo has been causing market shortages. It's just what they do. I collected Amiibos. Stores would get 10 of them and never see them again. I remember people camping out for like from 4 a.m. to when the stores open at 10. It's crazy. GameStops would break their thing when they tried to pre-order. Nintendo loves it. It's the hype it brings to their market, to their thing that you can't get this anywhere. You gotta be there for when it happens.
Yeah.
And that's terrible. That's terrible.
It is,
I
but
think
I
that's
also
all.
love it because
You
it's
know?
fun. I love sitting outside a store for 5 hours. I've met some great people that way.
Okay. I agree with you because they did the
Back in the before.
Right.
Oh, no, I was gonna say back in the before when you could actually go to
Yeah, I
stores
know.
and hang out around other people. You know.
I agree with Ryan.
That's it,
because
the before times.
Nintendo did also do the same thing with the SNES and the NES Classic. I mean, I feel like they held some back. They just wanted people to get hyped and just get it when it goes on sale. And they're doing the same thing with the Switch right now. Yes, it is unethical, but I mean, look at them reselling the same games that Wii U had, the Pikmin and all that. And then, I don't know, man. Nintendo's weird.
Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like such a silly, unnecessary, anti-consumer thing to do for such a friendly, at least on the appearance, on the outside.
Is it unnecessary? They're making fucking bank.
They're making a lot of money. They're
Yes, they're having.
They're doing it right.
It's selling out like hotcakes.
Yeah,
It's insane.
And it's also Nintendo's also in a worse situation because nobody compares them to Sony or Microsoft. Everybody's like, oh, I have a PlayStation and a Switch. I have an Xbox and a Switch. I play on PC and a Switch. So the Switch is like the one that everybody is willing to get because it's so cheap and also because like I don't know. Just Nintendo's
It has games that you can't play anywhere else. Experience style games you cannot play.
and games with legacy as well too, with a unparalleled legacy. Yeah.
I mean, hell, even a Lego set looking like one of their consoles sold out in 5 minutes. Nintendo is on the up and up.
Crazy.
How much did that thing cost?
$200.
Like
$299.
$300, $400.
It's insane.
How much?
And amazing.
200?
Yeah,
It's 200.
That's insane. That's madness to me.
I was a little stupid and I thought that the TV was a real TV and that you were actually going to be able to play the game.
No, but it has a fun little scrolly thing on the side that makes them jump around.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I'll take what I can get.
It was a fun 2-day build.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, it's quarantine. I have not spent my money on anything other than food and video games. splurge and get this little Lego set.
Fair enough.
Treat yourself, man. Treat yourself.
You gotta send a picture of that later. I want to see what that bad boy looks like.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Definitely
post
will.
that in the group chat. Jeremy, did you have anything to put out for Nintendo?
No, I mean, I think we all pretty much hit the nail on the head just in terms of the blockbuster year they've had, and why speak when you don't have to. And hopefully, I think I really like the idea. I really like the idea of September. They announced that Mario All Stars collection or whatever you want to call it for maybe an October release, and kind of getting in there before the new consoles make their debut in November is what we're assuming. I know we don't know PlayStation's for sure, but to get into there before November, I think that would be a very smart strategy and already a great year that they're having.
I say either do November, the first week of December, October, or the first week of December. Let November be for the guys fighting for the console war.
Big agree.
Yeah.
Completely agree. Yep, for sure.
Okay. I guess that covers Nintendo, which brings us to the heavyweight champion, PlayStation.
I'm all in.
I don't think there's nothing that needs to really be said for PlayStation. PlayStation just needs to follow the same path that they did with the PS4. And if they do that, they're good. They're golden. I'm checking now to see launch titles for PlayStation 5. Let's see what
they
have.
got Spider-Man Morales. I can say that on the top.
Yeah,
That alone is a
They're
system buyer for me.
Bug snacks.
That doesn't have.
It's
Big
very
starting.
that trailer that premiered a few weeks ago. That had a very interesting ending, which got me intrigued.
Oh, the Bugsnax trailer?
The end of that trailer where he fell. I forgot what happened, but it looked very
It's a horror
mysterious.
game.
It looked very scary.
into
I
it.
got scared.
It's looking like it's a horror game.
I got to tell you guys, I have a now almost 10-month-old daughter, and her favorite song is the Bugsnax theme song.
I'm sorry to hear
And
that.
she will just bop around and dance around. So Bugsnax is going to be living hard in this household, it looks like. Oh, whoa. Just talking about Bugsnax.
Oh boy. So I have here, let's see, 15 launch exclusives that they're gonna. Well, that doesn't really count. What the fuck? Why are you doing this to me?
You've
No,
lied
I
to
was
me,
aware of
Internet.
Spider-Man.
Yes,
Spider-Man,
Spider-
yes, but I feel like you already one-upped Xbox if Spider-Man comes out launch day.
Right.
I feel like to secure your spot, at least one other exclusive.
When is
Not saying that they have to.
when does Ratchet and Clank?
Ratchet and Clank, I believe they said December, or it could
December,
be next year.
I think it was
I could be
next year.
wrong. Okay, let me see.
What's interesting about Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man coming out is the fact that it's from the same developer. So that
Yeah, they
gives
have
me
two.
Yeah, but that gives me confidence that Spider-Man is going to launch day one. Like, it's not going to get delayed. It's not going to have the Halo treatment. It's going to come out.
Yep. I'm
If
excited
they're
for
willing
that game,
to,
man.
if they're willing to announce Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man at the same exact time, yeah, it's coming out. Which I'm
Spider-Man.
very excited for.
They're not doing a new engine or anything for it, so I don't see them not having that game ready at launch.
Right. That's a good point. They already have it built, the engine built, the world built. I like Spider-Man. Like pretty much everybody in the world who played it. It's just one of the best feeling games to play, if that makes sense. You know, it's got a very smooth, fun feel to it. So I'm excited, and I'm a big Marvel fan as well. So they're printing money.
Spider-Man was fantastic. My only fault with it is, and I hope they fix this with later things in this series, is the boss fight's just a little bit more fun.
Too much,
Yeah.
too much quick time in there for you.
Not even. Yeah. In the last one, yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that.
I'm just like,
I'm not seeing a date for Ratchet and Clank, but I could be wrong. As far as I can tell, they didn't put a date.
I don't
Um,
know, it probably didn't get announced.
Yeah, I don't think so. Um, do we think that Miles Morales is coming out with Spider-Man Spider-Man from the last Spider-Man? Like, is it going to be just Miles Morales, or is it going to come out with both Spider-Man and Miles Morales?
I think we see
So both games.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
So you're asking if we're going to see both Peter Parker and Miles in them, or you're asking if it's going to be a bundle pack with the two games together?
Bundle pack, 2 games together.
Bundle pack. Why not? Why not? Why not throw some much needed? PlayStation is the Spider-Man console anyway now, more so than it's ever been. Why not give the people what they want and bundle it together? And
Show
say,
them
hey,
off.
Here's the last one. You're caught up. Go have fun on your PS5.
You paid for them, now show them off.
Yeah, essentially, right.
Okay. Nick, you're very quiet.
Oh,
Do you have
I'm
nothing to
sorry.
say?
No. I'm very excited for the PlayStation and Spider-Man and all that. But what I'm also very excited is a little game called Stray, where you can play as a cat. Now that's my type of game.
Makes sense.
Oh, is that like the cat detective game?
Oh, the post-apocalyptic
Yeah, that did look
cat game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and my cat are very excited. I already agreed that she will be playing that game. We'll see what happens.
Now, are
Speaking
you
of-
going to let her
It's good. It's
play?
on brand. It's
Yeah,
on brand.
of course.
Are you going to be playing, or is she?
No, she is.
Oh, okay. I paid
Speaking
good
of
money
the
to see
mo-
that.
Tune in to Twitch and
More interesting titles coming out with it. Ghostwire looks real fun to me.
yes.
I'm like,
That one, that's the one from Bethesda, right?
yeah, that's the Bethesda horror game they showed off, along with like it was right after that cat game. It was that whole like sequence of like those.
I feel like with that game, I'm sorry, go ahead.
With more third party games they had to show off at their press conferences. You can keep going. I was gonna say.
I feel like with that game, I mean, I believe they announced it a few months prior before that, and it looked very interesting. Oh, I think it was E3 last year, and
Yeah.
it looked very scary. It looked very interesting. But then with this newest trailer that came out, I lost pretty much all interest. It does not look my type of game. It doesn't look scary. It looks like they changed the whole game. Which I do know they lost the director, that woman that came on stage to announce it. She left.
Yes, they did.
Ghostwire? Bethesda?
Oh. Ghostwire Tokyo. Which gets me very confused with Night City Wire.
There's too much cities and wires.
A lot of wires, yeah.
There's a lot going
Or
on.
wires.
There's a lot going on.
But regarding
Cities and
PlayStation, I mean,
wires.
they already have a big fan base.
You know?
They're winning the
People are
console
going to trip on
wars.
them. It's not safe
I
out
hate
there
saying that
in
word.
these cities. You can't do
I'm
that.
also an owner of all 3 consoles. I don't like the console wars, but they are winning. And I think once the PS5 comes out, that's the one that the majority of the audience is going to go to, because they know they're loyal customers. They've had a PS4. Of course, they're going to get the PS5. So
Even if
Like,
they
I
put the
only
price at 600 again?
Yeah.
Even if they put the price at $600?
well, like I said, I'm going for the digital one. So it's gonna be a little bit cheaper than
Ugh.
whatever the other one is gonna be. So
Calling it
550.
more, man.
Stressing me out.
I'm only going.
650.
I'm only.
All digital,
let me say
baby.
this. I'm only going
All digital, baby.
because
That's what I like to hear.
it will be my exclusive machine. My third-party games will be played on the Xbox.
Ugh.
Get out.
You know what, man? I kind of like that just for one reason.
Good choice.
The new PlayStation controller, I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't look comfy to me. I think it's the weird grooves, like on the hand grips. I'm just like, that just doesn't seem comfy.
We also said that about the boomerang that they had.
This is comfy.
And look what happened. They canceled it. It's comfy.
That's one of the best controllers
Is your
ever
Xbox
made.
on?
Subject to change.
The only
Yeah,
problem
yeah,
the Xbox
no
controller
shot.
has
I prefer
has
the Xbox controller.
second
as well.
weakest
I'm with that.
D-pad if we of all time. If we don't count the Switch's D-pad.
Oh, but guys,
But,
you don't get.
Yeah, it's
What happens
fair.
if you ran out of batteries?
That's very fair.
Kind of fucked, aren't you? Yeah.
A little bit. It's not a bad point. Not a bad point. But you know what? I like stimulating the local economy and buying batteries like
There's
in
nothing better than
1983.
walking.
And like I'm putting my Walkman, you know, it's that old school feel, that charm.
There's nothing better
As they
than
go
walking
straight
into
to
a Walmart, having a drink and getting a pack of double A's because you know you're gonna be gaming all weekend. You're gonna go through that pack.
Oh God.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it. That's your key to victory right there, man. Those
I
double
think
A's.
PlayStation just needs to just not fuck up, for lack of a better term. Is like you're on such a good path. Do not do something stupid in the final hurdles.
Yeah.
Like, don't price this thing out at like 700, and I think you'll be fine.
I think they learned their lesson from PS3.
Yeah. Maybe just work the way you're doing backwards
Yep.
compatibility a little bit better. Because I've read that article like 3 times and I still don't understand how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm glad you said that because same.
yeah,
No,
same. I
it's
was just
very
like,
confusing.
I thought, hey, maybe I'm
Like,
dumb. That's
They
entirely
haven't
possible.
they haven't announced or said
You
anything,
know.
have they? About
Well, they
backwards
They
did
just
it.
said that.
talk was
Say that
about
again?
it. Put it out, I believe it was on the PlayStation blog about how backwards compatibility will be a part of it, but it's the most convolutedly worded statement on how backwards compatibility will work. Like some games will, but not even all first party games, but a good chunk of third party will. It's crazy.
Okay.
Oh my God. PS5 backwards compatibility explained.
When you have to have a thing that's explained on the top of it and it isn't the end credits to a Marvel movie, you know it's a problem.
Now, to be fair, this is from Push Square.
Okay.
Right.
So let me.
Does everybody have an extra 45
I mean,
minutes? Did you want to read the whole?
no, I
explained
could have sworn
article
that
out
they
loud for
said at
everybody, or-
the conference that Sony had that it was going to play top 100 PS4 games.
That's what I remembered.
That's what I heard. I heard top 100. Here's a question though. Did they say, and this might be dumb, so bear with me. When they say top 100, what metric are they going by? Are they going by sales?
They
I have no
haven't.
idea.
They didn't
Reviews? Did
say
they ever say what
exactly
metric the
what
top
they're basing
100
off
is?
it, but I'm assuming it's the most played games. Would make more sense.
Yeah.
That would be fair. And we know we're going to get our exclusives that we all love if there's 100 of them. You know, I mean, I used to say my favorite system of all time was a Super NES. And this is going to sound funny from a guy wearing an Xbox shirt, but I really think PlayStation PS4 is in that conversation now for like the best game
PlayStation,
library of any
No doubt.
system in history.
Oh, when I
Especially now as we commonly look back. It's
when I
unbelievable.
look over at my game shelf right now and I just look at the exclusives over there, it is just pinnacle after pinnacle of just crazy game. And then they've done PlayStation Plus right. They've just had a great.
I signed up for
content ad.
PlayStation Plus for Fall Guys, so they got me.
Yeah. Subscription.
Nice.
1 year. Wow.
$33
Does anybody
CD keys.
remember the? It was $33
That's,
for
what,
1
that's, how,
year.
that's how much I paid for. That's CD keys. Or on CD keys.
Such a good deal.
That is a very good deal. Yeah.
That is a very good deal.
And also I did it through PayPal. And PayPal had a thing where I can get $20 off if I applied for the credit card, which I did. So I got it for $11.
What?
That's crazy.
That's a steal. That's a fucking steal.
I'm gonna have to start asking you more questions about where to save this money. You know, I got mouths to feed too, like we talked about. So
Okay. I think that pretty much covers the topic for today. Anybody have anything they want to add or bring up?
While we're talking about this PlayStation, just the insane generation had. Do you remember what the first PlayStation Plus game for the console was?
For
No.
Yeah, for
PS4?
PS4.
What, Knack?
Resogun.
Ah,
PlayStation.
Oh,
It's Resogun, one of the best little games they had on that console. But this from the beginning, this has just been a great gen, and I think they just need to just keep moving forward, and it'll be good.
they'll be fine.
yeah. They got the golden recipe, so to speak. They know what they're doing.
They got bug snacks, so money in the bank. That's it.
All right. Well, that wraps up today's conversation about next gen and what. I guess, Jeremy, you had a great title for this episode: "The State of the Union for Video Games."
Nice.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's really fucking clever.
It was a good one.
Thank you. Everybody
Thank
gets
you guys
one.
for joining me. Next episode, I think, is going to be the Avengers discussion. Will it be a success or will it be a flop? We'll see.
Have fun with that one, guys.
It's going to be a really good conversation, and I think people are going to be surprised what we have to say. Thank you, fellas, for joining me. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. No problem.
Thank you.